Need some renovations, but I don't know who to talk to about getting financing on this type of home.
You should call the mortgage team of Jennifer Hill and Matt Harris at American Liberty Mortgage. They were able to get me and my husband a renovation loan, and we were able to finance all the rehab costs.
Really?
Yeah, and they're really easy to work with, and interest rates are really low right now.
Do you have their number?
Of course I do. You can call the mortgage team of Jennifer and Matt at 303-901-6042. That's 303-901-6042. Now put that hammer on the ground and back away slowly.
GoMileHigh.com. Go Mile High.
Jeez there, Paulie, why are you typing so fast?
Hey, Mikey, I have nothing to do with old radio. I gotta focus on work, huh?
What do you mean you got nothing to do? You could go online and listen to GoMileHigh.com.
Go Mile High what?
It's GoMileHigh.com. They have the best MMA show out there called MMA Uncensored.
What are you talking, mama?
It's not mama, it's MMA, man. Don't you like fighting?
Hey, I'm a fighter, Mikey. You know me.
Well, if you're a fighter, then you need to tune to GoMileHigh.com every Tuesday and Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time and listen to MMA Uncensored.
Who's the guy that runs this operation?
I don't know. He's a Chicago guy like myself. I think his name's Luke something.
Hey, he's Chicago. I'm New York. Will we get along?
Oh, of course. Everyone likes pizza.
We talk main fighters?
Everything from the UFC, Strikeforce, and Bellator, plus local fighters like Ring of Fire and Fight to Win.
You vouch for this guy?
I swear I vouch for him. He's a Chicagoan.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out, Mikey.
Okay, Tuesday, Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time on GoMileHigh.com.
GoMileHigh.com. Go Mile High.
This is the gold standard Michael Madoff. You're listening to the Rocky Mountain Mouth Michael Titus Show on GoMileHigh.com. Bank.
All right, well, thank you, Ronnie Lee Towson. No bumper music, no nothing. What's going on here? But that's all right. He's pushing the buttons. He's trying to make me look like a fool is what he's trying to do in front of Matt Yaden over here. Matt Yaden, who everybody aspires to be like, according to him, and everybody wants to look like him, be like him. Even Swan Christopher wishes he looked like him. I mean, you know, he thinks he's better looking than Jason. No, you got to give me a break. But Matt Yaden, we were talking before the break. So you're a backyarder. You're a poor excuse for a wrestler. You're one of those people that really don't give a darn about the business. You're out there just rumbling around in the dirt and hitting yourself with chairs and going through tables like a maniac. And then you finally meet up with a guy who says, hey, I'll teach you the business correctly. I'll teach you what it's all about. And it opened your eyes and you saw something different and you saw potential. And then you came to Colorado. You worked the indies around here. You realized they're garbage. And so you had to make yourself something unique. You had to do something different, and you got yourself aligned with Swan Christopher. I doubt your sanity at that point with lining up with Swan Christopher at the time, but I believe that from what I've seen outside of the corporate offices of NRW, I've seen that you got lightings, you got a new ring, you got cameras. We're doing a lot of innovative things that none of the indies in Colorado are doing. Isn't that correct? And how is what you're doing going to make Colorado wrestling better?
Well, I just think it's by making it more professional. I'm trying to get guys to take it more serious, and it's hard to preach things now in a different light when you were just as guilty at one point of thinking a certain way. I mean, like you said, yeah, I was a punk backyard kid who thought he knew it all, thought my way was the most exciting, thought that the way to get people to like you was to jump off balconies, roll around in barbed wire, bleed all over the place. And while that can be exciting stuff, it's very short-lived. And there's a reason that the style of professional wrestling that's the biggest is not hardcore. It's not leaping off balconies. It's more of a specialty that is special when you see it. But if it's done all the time, it's no longer special. So there's kind of an old style of doing this that I think you can mix with the new style and make things exciting. I think Ring of Honor has kind of found a way to do that, where they kind of mix the two together. And I'm trying to get guys basically in this area to take it just more serious, take your body more serious, take your attitude more serious, the way you look, the way you present yourself. Not everybody's going to be built like a Greek god. Not everybody's going to be 6'4", or in Chris Von Leur's case, 6'6" and 270 pounds or however big he is. So you work with what you got, and I just want people to realize that people are paying money to see you, and it's not just your friends, and that's what we want. We don't want your friends and family there. We want somebody that saw a flyer, saw a commercial, and decided, I want to go see professional wrestling. not independent wrestling, not local wrestling, but professional wrestling. And I don't want them to walk away thinking they just watch the WWE, because we don't aspire to be that. We aspire to be an alternative, as anybody should, but we also aspire to take the professional elements of what goes into that with us. So I believe the background I came from, it allows me to see things in a different way. I understand the hardcore mentality. I understand the backyard mentality. I understand the been in the business a year and think you know it all mentality, because I was just as guilty as anybody else. So I just want to now take that and try to help other people come along, go further, and try to get this thing out there to where more than just people in the Denver metro area know about it. And that's where doing things like the YouTube channel, which is growing pretty well, pretty quickly, and you see thousands of views, and you see other people are seeing your product, and we want to continue to provide a product that people can watch and take seriously.
What would you say to your naysayers who say your goals and your aspirations are impossible, that you're really leading yourself down a dead end?
I'd say they're wrong. I mean, there's anything worth doing in this world is difficult to do, or it wouldn't be worth doing. You are trying to pursue a career in managing and broadcasting, and this is difficult stuff to do. And you've probably got plenty of people telling you can't, and everybody in their life has had someone tell them that they can't. And I'm somebody that was told that I couldn't make it anywhere wrestling. I can't successfully do the things with NRW that I want to do. And it's one of those things you just keep, you know you can. And the person that needs to believe in you is you, and you push forward. And I know it can be done. Swan knows it can be done. And we're going to do our best to do it. And if we don't do it, it won't be because we gave up. It won't be because we didn't give our best effort. So the naysayers, I just say, well, watch. And if you end up being right, good for you. But I don't believe you're going to be right. I believe we're going to make this something special.
I don't doubt your tenacity. I don't doubt your passion and how strongly you believe in the success that you're going to have. I just believe that you're placating the delusions of Swan Christopher that he's an actual businessman. I think that's what's going on here. And as far as I'm concerned, Swan Christopher needs to be ejected from that spot as the owner of NRW, the boss. I should be the boss of that. I know exactly about business. I've taught everything in this wrestling organization around the state everything that they know about business. I've gone in there, they've asked me questions. They're like, well, what do I do here? What do I do there? I told them how to do it. And now they know how to do it. That's why they're running successfully. And that's why the board of directors at Ultimate Wrestling Alliance said, hey, this guy, they unanimously declared me the chairman of the board for UWA. And Brandon Bishop, big dumb buffoon that he is, he just handed it over to me. I didn't know that the company was just a ratty old T-shirt, but he handed it to me and threw it in my face. So he gave it to me. I own that, and I feel that I needed to cultivate, and I also need to capture more companies in the process. And I think NRW is the next one in the line that I should take, because if it wants to grow successfully, they need me. Not only in a managerial capacity, not only in a broadcaster's capacity, but as a ownership capacity.
Well, I guess I don't agree with you.
Are
on
you
that.
stunned? Are you flabbergasted? You don't know what to say?
I'm stunned that you believe that. But look, here's the thing. I'll leave that to you and Swan Christopher. Obviously, I still have a big hand in a lot that goes on in NRW. So if you were to take over and become the owner, that would mean you and I would be working directly together. And if that happened, then I guess anything's possible. But there is no denying what Swan has done for this organization. So to say he's not a businessman or he doesn't understand, and you know what, there's so much about the wrestling business he doesn't understand. To be fair, there's so much about the wrestling business that most of us in independent wrestling don't understand. So I am learning, he is learning, you are learning, and there's also things that he understands about entertainment and production that is necessary for an organization to really take that next step that we don't understand. So I'll let you, and Swan, if you're out there, I invite you to call in and talk to Michael about this. But
well, we'll be